Alright guys, we're in game number 2. If you're just joining us on the cast, Yoda leads 1-0, but before we do these player introductions, I want to make a little bit of an announcement thing here. We normally cater to our Twitch crowd pretty heavily. I mean, quite frankly, if you're here on Twitch, we love you. You make what we do possible. But for the first time ever, I think we're going to try and give some love to Team Liquid. So guys, maybe you want one, maybe you don't. But we will pick one random person at the end of today who makes a good prediction in the Team Liquid thread about outcomes, results, and matches. So if you haven't visited the live report thread, you don't even have to be right. We're just going to look for people who are making predictions, quite frankly. You could predict Solar wins the finals 17-5 in a best of 7. We're just going to look for somebody who's making predictions, who wants to get active. So go on Team Liquid, guys. If you want a chance, we'll give you a pick of any t-shirt for the Base Straight TV store. On us. Merry Christmas. But spawning here in the top left corner of the map, playing for my insanity, staying in his own base this time, it's Jjakji.
In the bottom left, as the Red Terran, it's Yoda Prime.
Okay, Zombie Grub, this is a much earlier gas out of Jjakji. Give us the lowdown.
Factory? Why do you always do that when it's early gas?
Because I'm trying to tab out and do things and hoping you'll
I know
talk.
that you're doing... No, I know, right? But you always ask that like type of thing when you're like, when it's an 11 gas, which I assume that's why you brought it up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, factory builds are really the one thing you would see out of this, unless Jjakji was going to go crazy and do like a 2-Rax Reaper, which is, I mean, I think once upon a time, that was the build order win, but not anymore. Not since a lot of these maps are changed around to be things like Deadwing.
Okay. Is coincidence. You know, 2-Rax Reaper probably would have been good here too. Yoda goes for very greedy build. This also would have been great for Jjakji's last attack, but you know, Deadwing is a very different map than Overgrowth, so going for a 14cc here makes a little bit more sense, even though it is still dangerous in TVT. Jjakji, you know, of course, scouts this. He will get the Reaper, although it won't be here in time to really do anything. That was Marine. Okay, he's gonna go forward with Marine, a Reaper, and an SCV. In the SCV, if it soaks up damage, obviously that's great. If the Reaper soaks up damage, that's great too, because it can be bytecode back. And the point is that, you know, Yoda's not gonna have a lot of Marines.
Yeah, there were some pushes a little while going on where it'd be 2 Marines in an SCV, right? They come in and you would just barely kill somebody because they went for the reactor a little bit sooner, or couldn't quite contend with it. I mean, it doesn't take much to win an early game fight in TVT, and this SCV, whether it's soaking damage or dealing damage, I mean, it does hit for 5 in context of a Marine that shoots for 6. It's not that bad for damage.
It looks like Jjakji's gonna rally everything over that he can and try and deny this natural, because if Yoda gets a bunker up here, he gets away with the 4TC on the low ground, no problem, and Jjakji doesn't want that. You know, at the very least, force him to raise up, have like a very soft contain, like very small, won't last that long contain, and get out. And that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, it's such a minor thing,
not.
but I mean,
Not.
as I say, forcing a liftoff even.
No, he should force the... more than a liftoff. Like, that should actually want to go back home.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, it's already, like, this is where you can start seeing Yoda and Benjo. He actually scans to see what's going on behind. This is how bad of a one base this will be. But yeah, with 2 Hellions here, this is going to get really bad for Yoda really quickly.
This was... I think Yoda called too many bluffs.
Yeah, this is kind of game over. Yeah, good game.
Basically.
That spiraled so fast, Jjakji.
I didn't notice he only had 3 Marines and he was teching behind it.